Death to tyrant, she yells, firing down the stairs like a slinky on fire. No.
Yeah.
Okay. I was stumped for a minute, but now I'm going. Her head's as big as a pumpkin on Halloween. You just want to smash it. Trick or treat, you say. Give me some pussy. But she doesn't just give it up for anyone, or that easy. A candy apple, a jujube, maybe some corn. Wipe your ass, I tell her. You're a dingleberry in Hitler's butthole. A nipple piercing on the Queen Mary. People will come to you with questions. You'll tell them lies. Pubic hair is good for cooking. With that being said, you run out of the house. Straight to the bookmaker. Make a zine, I said. Make a zine of my cock. The foreskin of my cock is long. Long enough to hang a cinder block from. As my erection lifts that cinder block off the floor, she says, "Wow, have you been working out?" I said, "Yes. Can you tell?" She said, "No. You looked a little flabby, to tell you the truth." So I latch on another cinder block to the foreskin, get on the chair. My erection gets bigger. It explodes with blood. She vomits on the floor and asks, "Are you gonna clean that up?" "No," I say. Bolting out of the house like a rocket ship through the window, breaking the glass. Tires squealing. Trains leaving from stations that aren't even in this town. People on those trains drinking rot gut, talking of talk that nobody talks of anymore, using a language that nobody uses. A lost language, the language of love, they say. Or it's Sturbenharb, which in that language means fuck off, you cocksucker. Not many people use this language anymore, it's too harsh. It's second to Latin. My college professor once used it. Insulted the class and got kicked out. Women in the class were bitches, cunts, whores, sluts, buttholes with no clothes. Just butt plugs waiting to be inflated, bigger and bigger. Losing wine bottles in there. Trains. Is that my bicycle? Out she farts a ping pong ball. Her vagina weeps with sorrow. "Can you put me on a sandwich?" I ask. "Those roast beef curtains are terrible. Terribly delicious," I said. I attack the man in the boat with vigor. My tongue smacks against it. Her leg twitches. "More," she says. "No," I say. Her pussy oozes. It oozes like a cat in heat who just can't get it enough, don't want it enough, wants it more, can't get it anymore. Too old, too ugly, too young, too old, too ugly, too fat. As I take her blouse off, her tit falls to the ground. She hasn't had enough money for the surgery. Out it comes swinging like a National Geographic book. Sand in a sock? No. Sock with no sand. Her nipple is the size of a pancake. A pancake you'd never want to eat, touch, go near. It makes Denny's look like heaven. It makes Waffle House look like one step better than heaven. She puts her pants back on, leaves the wretched hotel. As she passes the doorman, she says, "Do you want some too?" He gags, throws up on his own shoe and says, "Sure, I'd like some." She runs back upstairs with great vigor, shaking her ass the whole way as her miniskirt rides higher. It's up around her neck. She farts something fierce. The doorman's blown over, blown down the steps like the force of 1,000 tornadoes. Hell will freeze over this day. The vagina spits out something nasty, something dastardly. A green ooze. A smooth ooze. An ooze you'd want to be a part of. Or nothing to have to do with it. The hair in her pussy's cut like a landing strip, but you wouldn't want to land anything in that pussy.
You'd want to land.
Nothing but sickness and wretched. Her thigh looks like a cottage cheese factory, but you still dive in with a chip. It shakes loosely. It shakes looser. It shakes even looser than that, slaps against your ear and pops your eardrum. The sound of 1,000 horses running is not fast enough for you to leave that house. Down the street you run with your cock out of your pants, screaming, "Did I do that? Did I do that?" But little did you know, you didn't. The terrible wretch which is your life, your foreskin hanging to the ground. One lady with one good tit, a bad tit, a nipple, and an Adam's apple, a hermaphrodite, your date. Down the street past a homeless man, he kicks him hard. "You're useless," he says. "Give me a shot." The homeless man laughs. "You need a place to sleep tonight?" He sighs and says yes, but will not snuggle down with him. "You need a nickel?" He smashes this man in the face with a nickel. Death becomes him. Death fires over him. Death will eat him alive. The moon shines on nothingness. The sun shines with somethingness. People will run. People will laugh. People will die. The train goes through the tunnel, but the conductor's so high he doesn't know there's another train coming through the other side. Laughs he does while he hits the brakes. Ha ha ha! Kill the people. His butthole oozes his orange sludge right before impact. The other driver asks, Why me? I've led a good life." "Well, not that good, but okay. All these people will die under my name. I'll be synonymous with death. Good thing, bad thing, great thing, not so good thing. Christmas dinners will be talked about. Do you remember that guy?" They'll say, "Yeah, it was terrible. Green ooze, his butthole, death, old people, love. Good night."